Hey everybody, peace, love, and happiness. I hope you guys are doing good. So today I wanted to guide you through a cord cutting meditation and how you can set up a cord meditation ritual. So I just want to start off by saging you, your energy, and grounding you out. Then I want to ground out our sacred area. And let's get into this. So it's funny because when I was actually prepping for this, I had asked Spirit and given up and was like, what's going on in my personal life? I want to help others do this. And the reason I said what inspired this is I actually did this Saturday. I was just feeling really down and I just didn't want the intrusive, obsessive thoughts come through. And it's not like it was just mine, it was someone else's. And it was funny because I did this, and then Sunday, I was on on Instagram, and one of the tarot readers that I follow, I'll have to link her in the description or something on Instagram if you guys want to check her out. She was doing a giveaway reading, right, for 22, 23 people or whatever that she did monthly for literally most of her entire Instagram career. So I ended up winning pick a card from her that she was just intuitively, and I had asked from guidance from Spirit, and my guides and whatnot, and I didn't even get that. But it was funny because the person I had energetically was cutting cords with, that I've had that's the only way I could describe that, is just up and down. For years, I've known him since I was 16, 17 years old. And it's just I know it's not going anywhere. And so I want to be done with that energy. I don't want to entertain it. I don't want to feed it. I just don't want that. And with me going through shadow work, that's, releasing what happened. And so it was funny because what I had asked for, like I said, was guidance from, my guides in the universe and from Spirit. And the message that I got that she had sent was, I could feel his energy. And when I say I knew it wasn't because my brain wanted to and it just assumed. It was I could feel the energy. And and how I knew it was his energy is because when I went through the cord cutting process for months, doing this once every month to just clean it out and to cut away and just resolve issues that were coming up, through shadow, take a cord and do some shadow work after it was cut and what it brought up, and go through that and acknowledge and let it go. So his energy towards me, even in the spiritual realm, is really heavy. So when you sit in something very sticky and very tacky, and it's a hot, humid day, and it's just a dry heat, but it's you're so uncomfortable with the heat and what you just sat in, and it just makes you super uncomfortable, and you want to take a whole shower to cleanse off that. That's how I feel towards that. So there's a lot of trapped energy, and this is a past life, multiple past lives, because with this person in a past life, there was unfinished business that needed to be resolved in this lifetime. So in a past life, this person that I was doing the cord cutting with soul was, in a past incarnation in ancient Greece, was his soul's incarnation was a husband in Greece of my soul incarnation. And the wife ended up leaving the husband and tracked her down because as a high society, as an oligarchy that ancient Greece was ruled by men, that he ended up tracking her down with her lover and ended up killing the both of them. So she ended up drowning in the Mediterranean somewhere off one of the Grecian islands. And basically what it was, to spare her the humiliation if he drug her home. And it was just easier, but there was rage and, abuse there. And that trickled into this that I had before Sean. It was very narcissistic and abusive. It was like, will they, won't they? But everything was always my fault. You know what I mean? It was walking on eggshells. And it's like, when you really want the best for someone and you have high hopes for them, that was that relationship. Like, I had high hopes, at the highest part. And like, when that didn't come out, it was like, it was crushed. So going through shadow work and really stepping into my own light again, like, I realized what had gone wrong and realized I didn't want that. And so when I cut cords, the message came in from his soul saying, please stay, I need you more than ever, and a couple other things. And it's funny because I was laughing and I was like, I'm done with this. Like, I'm done. And that's what I told, soul. I was like, when I cut this cord, and do the shadow work, I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm just done. I'm done. And it was funny that that's what brought in, and it's like, entertain me, take me back. And it's like, no, like, there's boundaries. You don't get to, your hall pass and your revolving door. I'm not that person. I'm not your option. So I ranted and raved for 6 minutes. So let's get into this meditation. I'm going to take some cinnamon and ground this out. So with this being said, I'm going to take and remove any inflamed energy. Spirit, guides of anybody who is going to conduct this, please allow your person to visualize the person or the trauma that they're trying to cut and release it from their energetic fields, their spirit, their life, their body, their heart, their chakra centers, high and low, and ground them into this experience. Please and thank you. My lighter just died. I'll get back later. Sorry, spirits. Okay, so I am actually going to pull some crystals out. So this is Vesuvianite, which is good for releasing and letting go. So this is, for the higher third heart, the soul heart, but this is also good for the actual chakra, the higher chakra. I have Celestial Light, so we're working with light in this. So I am going to call in these as beings that are just pure unconditional love at the highest, purest form, higher frequency that we understand, to lend their light to show us the path and show us our true nature, show us our true destiny, our true being, and our true harmony as we harmonize back into what we are called to do. I have some shungite that's going to purify this area, and I have Vandanite. Vandanite is just going to give us that kick, so it's like when you're caffeinated and you're like really productive. That's going to be this. So Vandanite is going to take the place of just that that you stick to your worth, you stick to it, your backbone, and you like follow through. So I wanted to bring that out. Now, I personally am going to use Mineral 23, which is kind of like my Super 7, just on steroids. And we have some selenite. So with this being said, I have my selenite wand and just like this block or this palm-sized wand. So with this being said, Spirit, please allow us to conduct this cord cutting. So I want you to find a peaceful space for you to meditate, do whatever, clear out your area, clear out yourself, thank Spirit for giving this, and then call this person forward, or call this abuse, or call whatever you are cutting energetically, call it in front of you and visualize it standing and sitting in front of you doing the same thing, and surround yourself with fire. Whatever choice, we're going to work with purple in this case because it's from the highest source. And then we're going to ask Spirit and the guides surrounding us in this circle to cloak this so no negative energy can interfere and protect us, but also doming us so this energy cannot get out. And then because it's in fire, Spirit is going to push this wall of fire to purify this cord completely to ashes. And then they're going to give it back to the devourer, the recycler. So with this being said, Spirit, please do just that. Thank you. We're going to start off by taking 6 deep breaths. Are you ready? Alright, so this last breath, you are going to hold in for 3 seconds. We're going to breathe in for 3, hold for 5, and exhale for 8. Ready? Exhale. Good. Now that you're relaxed, Spirit, we call upon your protection in this ring of fire. Purple flame, violet flame, please cloak this energy and pull the ring. And I call upon the person that is, or the energy that is in there in this meditation, and so we can be. So thank you. And just allow yourself to visualize, creative liberty, it's all you. Whatever you are cutting, visualize it standing right or sitting right in front of you. You are protected. Your spirit guides are right there with you, so don't freak out. They got you. Well, you get into this. I'm actually going to do some energy work behind the scenes. I'm going to purify your energy. And now with this cord that you have, this person, this situation, this hard energy that you're trying to get rid of, I'm actually going to start pulling it with your guides. And we're going to start working new energy in. And then we're going to purify it with fire. So with this being said, Spirit, guides, the Azaz, the Vesanite, Vesuvianite, Vesanite, the same thing, some Benonite, and the Shungite, this Selenite wands, please do your magic. Thank you. Alright, I'm gonna start pulling this cord, and we're gonna say this. Just say whatever comes to mind during this. So to this person, to this situation, to this memory, or to my inner child, so on and so forth, fill in the blank. I called you forward to release this cord of attachment because it is weighing heavy on my mind, on my soul, and in my heart. And I release. It is time to let you go. I release you with the utmost love, and I accept what has happened for my soul growth and my physical growth being. With this being said, I am finally ready to let you go. I do not need you anymore. With utmost love and acceptance, I release fully, surrendering this cord to the highest of highs. With the help of my guides, I release you fully, now, forever, and any time-space continuum. I release and hand this over to my guides, to Spirit, and to Source. I am divinely loved and protected, and I release. And just for every time you need a cord, you can do this multiple times. Do whatever. And what I like to do after this, I like to pour salt on my hands and rub it together in the sink. And basically picture any energy that needs exfoliated from my hands and from my body. And then wash my hands and let it go down the sink. And thank Spirit for allowing me to remove and exfoliate any of this energy and this cord cutting. Every time I do this, I wake up so refreshed the next morning. It's not even funny. Alright, now we're going to call upon the purple flame, the violet flame of the highest being of high knowing and pure unconditional love. So this flame that is standing and sitting behind you in a ring of fire, it's not going to burn you. It's going to move into you to purify if there is any anchors of that cord that you just pulled and released. It's going to move past you. It's going to move through you. You're just a conduit, and it's just going to move through you. So you might feel tingles or vibrations or happy, love, or anything like this. The Azez beings are going to come through that purple flame. So, and when I use the Azez for things like this or to gain access knowledge from them, it's very loving. It's like that love that you've always wanted, and it's like wrapped in like a giant fuzzy weighted down comforter. It's so relaxing and so loving. So, Azez beings, please come through the purple flame and move into the being and move past it into the cord and completely cut it from the outside in. With this being said, we release any anchors of this energy that is in our mind, our body, and our soul. Please burn away this attachment and this cord to oblivion and let the universe. So I'm going to do a little bit of vocal channeling, and this is a little bit of light language. So with this being said, I'm going to end up taking Veyam setemeish svesemaninu sitibeleum yeneno. Thank you. And I'm going to write into your aura fields, letting go, surrender, love, worth, strength, divine knowing. You got this. You are brave. You are loved of the highest of high loves. You know self. Intuitive. Gut feeling. You're not a survivor, because a survivor has trauma and they live to tell about it. You bossed your way out of this. You're not a survivor, babe. You literally came out fucking the winner. You're a winner. Survivals have survival instincts, and that's how they operate because of this trauma what triggered them. You are letting it go. So you're a winner. because now you know how to spot it. You know how to do this trauma. We're gonna say light, endurance, spirit guided, divine energy. So with this being said, I'm just gonna seal this back into your energy. We're gonna call forth the Vandonite to give us that oomph and our worth and our backbone. You got this. And now this Vesuvianite is just going to activate your heart. It's going to let go and it's going to purify it. It's going to strengthen it. And Shungite is going to purify your energy fields so nothing can get through it. And finally, with these as beings, they're just going to radiate pure energy through you and pull any attachments or bring to light anything that you need to work on. So with this being said, I thank you so much for allowing me, and I'm going to seal. Just gonna seal in your aura. Guides, thank you for allowing me to conduct this energetic cord cutting ritual with your charge. So thank you for coming through, and thank you for helping facilitate this meeting and merging. Peace, love, and happiness. Love you guys.